The Silicon Valley Whiz, who actually knew how to get his hands dirty. I'm a trucker, 25 years of hauling steel across the Midwest. My hands are basically made of leather and axle grease. My daughter, Lily, she's the first in the family to go to college. She moved to San Francisco and started dating this guy, Preston. When they pulled into the driveway for Thanksgiving, I about lost it. Preston was driving a car that sounded like a vacuum cleaner and wearing a scarf, indoors. He started talking about venture capital and the cloud, and I just stared at my boots. To me, he looked like a guy who'd call an Uber if he got a paper cut. I spent the whole morning giving him the cold shoulder. I'd ask him a question about his job, and when he'd start explaining, I'd just walk away to check the gutters. I didn't want a genius. I wanted someone who could protect my girl. Then the blizzard hit. The power lines snapped, and the backup generator, my old temperamental diesel beast, wouldn't turn over. It was 10 degrees outside and dropping. I was out there in the shed, cursing, pulling the starter cord until my shoulder felt like it was going to pop. Suddenly, Preston is standing there. No scarf, just a thin jacket and a look of pure focus. "Sir," he says, "the fuel solenoid is stuck. You can hear it clicking, but it's not engaging." I looked at him like he had two heads. How would you know? He didn't argue. He just reached into the greasy guts of that machine, used a pocket knife to bypass a sensor, and whispered, "Now, hit it." I pulled. The engine roared to life. I looked at his hands, covered in black oil, and then at his face. He wasn't looking for a thank you. He was already heading toward the woodpile to help me carry in logs. "My old man was a diesel mechanic in Ohio," and he said, wiping his hands on his expensive jeans. "I might code for a living now, but I grew up in a shop." I stood there, feeling like a total jerk. I walked over, handed him my best pair of work gloves, and said, "Preston, forget the cloud. Let's go get some pie and you tell me how you fix that solenoid with a damn paring knife." Turns out, a fancy degree doesn't mean you've forgotten where you came from.